How is everybody doing? Good. And hey, I can tell you it's all temporary. I'm coming out of my funk as it is, man. It's been real hard these past few weeks, just dealing with everything. So, if you're in it right now, everything is temporary. So, just wanted to come by and say hi and wish you are all doing well. That's really it. And I just wanted to show something I'm working on. But then again, it doesn't make sense, and I'll explain why at the end of it. So we have an old compressor right here. Broke. Some of you already see enough to know what we're working with. So as we come over here, we get the lid off. We have an old, well, this really ain't that old. It's only a couple times used, but an old burner assembly down here. Got it there. Here's a backup essentially, and I'm going to take this out, cap it, and then this will run over here to a small propane bottle just so I can test the theory, concept, make sure the concept works. But none of this makes sense. So you may think it's just a rotisserie, and honestly, that's all it is. Just got done grinding that out. I've got to clean the tank out, obviously. But what's the one thing that we use the most? Well, at least I use the most, besides manure and vermiculite? Coffee. So what we have here is a DIY coffee roaster. And it's kind of intentfully thought out where I made my cuts, where I made everything. So down here, we still have a plug-in. That's got to get pulled out and get a threaded connector in there so I can hook up my tubing and have that be my chaff collector, essentially. And then right here will be our exhaust stack. So this, oh, don't drop. There we go. We'll sit up here like this. That will be the temperature probe right there. And then this will be our chimney coming out. Got the burner down there, backup burner. And in here, ultimately what I'm going to do after I clean all this out is fill it with that porous lava rock. And I might end up dropping my burner down a little bit depending on how high the flame is coming inside here. One thing I did a little bit wrong was I built this table too tall. I'm 6'5", and this table was just a little bit too tall for me. It comes up a little bit too high. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. And why doesn't this make sense? Well, there's a few reasons. I literally just bought an actual one that is about the price of a fucking small car, and I am waiting for it to be finished being manufactured and then delivered. So that's why none of this makes sense. But I got bored and I wanted to roast some coffee before it got here, because ultimately I'm going to, when the actual roaster gets here, I'm going to screw up so much off of the beginning. And like I say, I've already got the price of a fucking small car into it. So it's a little overwhelming. So yeah, I just wanted to say hi mainly. I miss you guys, and everything's not all right all the time, and that's okay. So when it's not all right, it's important we remind ourselves it's temporary. Love you, friends. I just want to thank you for your time. It's all we have, and it doesn't exist. Much love. Stay chubby. Stay positive, because it's really fucking hard nowadays. It's really fucking hard. I'm 39 years old, and one thing I've learned as I've gotten older, I thought life would get easier. Not only do the problems compile more, you get the next generation looking to you for advice, and you're like, how the fuck can I give you advice when I don't know what the hell I'm living in? And it gets hard. So It's really important to remember not a single one of us asked to be alive. So when you see somebody struggling, instead of not worrying about it, walking by, I've said it before, if you see somebody beating up a stop sign, you know, maybe go give it a kick or two with them, and both of you guys will heal a little bit. So stay positive, friends. Everything's fucking temporary, and I love you guys.